Good morning, students. Now we shall learn the lesson Health and Diseases. In this lesson, we are going to understand the different types of abuses and associated behavioral changes. We will gain knowledge of prevention and protection from the child sexual abuse. We will also know about the causes for drugs, tobacco, and alcohol addiction and its effects on health. We are going to analyze the possible ways of de-addiction also. We will know about the diseases and disorders which are associated with the lifestyle modification. We will compare the features of type 1, type 2 diabetes mellitus. We will learn to explain the underlying cause and symptoms for obesity, heart disease, cancer and AIDS. We will learn about the remedial measures for prevention and control of these diseases and disorders, to create awareness among the people in the society to lead a healthy life. Abuses occur in a variety of forms, and they are deeply rooted in cultural, social, and economic practices. Abuse refers to cruel, violent, harmful, or injurious treatment of another human being. It includes physical, emotional, or psychological, verbal, child, and sexual abuses. Abuse can occur within a family members, or it also occur with the people who are not associated with the family. Child abuse constitutes all forms of physical and emotional ill treatment. Sexual abuse, exploiting the child, resulting in the ill health, survival and development. Physical abuse of the child is defined as those acts that cause physical harm such as threatening, beating, kicking and hitting the child. A child gets emotionally abused when it is criticized or blamed before others, verbally abused by yelling with bad words, bad names, etc. Sexual abuse. Sexual harassment or in the form of power and dominance of one person over another, and this results in the harmful consequences to the victim. It refers to inappropriate or forced sexual contact. Adolescent girls and women encounter sexual harassment in different forms. Sexual abuses are very common at the workplaces. Verbal remarks, comments, gestures, looks are the most common forms of abuse. They result in the psychological distress and physical illness disorders in the affected individuals. What is this POSCO Act? The Ministry of Women and Child Development introduced the Act of Protecting the Children and Women. It is called as Protection of Children from Sexual Offences, in short POSCO Act. This was introduced in the year 2012. The objectives of this POSCO Act are to protect the children from the offences of sexual assault, sexual harassment, pornography, to establish special courts for speedy trial of such offences. Sexual assault means sexually தாக்குதல் நடத்துறது. Sexual harassment is துன்புறுத்துதல், sexually துன்புறுத்துதல். Pornography, we all know that it is talking about unwanted dirty things. Children are considered as soft targets because they may not realize what is happening to them and how they are being abused. Commonly, abusers are the persons who are well-known person to the child. Sometimes even they may be living in the same locality. So abusers also allure the children by giving chocolates and toys and take advantage of the child's innocence. A sexually abused child shows symptoms of genital injury, abdominal pain, frequent urinary infection and behavioral problems. Protection of an abused child. The measures are: first one, child helpline. child helplines are provided by the social workers. They will assist the child by providing the food, shelter and protection. Secondly, counseling the child. Psychologists and social workers should provide guidance and they counsel the child with continuous support. Thirdly, family support. The victimized child should be supported by their own family members. They should provide proper care and attention to the child to overcome their sufferings. Medical care. Victim of the sexual offences should be given medical treatment by the healthcare professionals to overcome their mental stress and depression. Legal counsel. The family members or the guardian of the child victim shall be given free assistance of a legal counsel for such offence. Rehabilitation. So enrolling these children, so admitting these children in the schools and resuming their education is very important step towards this abused child, and it is essential that the child's life is gradually returned to the normal, and we have to see to that the child's life is gradually returning to the normal life after the incidents of abuse. Community-based efforts, conducting awareness campaign on child abuse and prevention to the public, to the group of children. NCPCR. What is this NCPCR? The National Commission for the Protection of the Child's Right, and this was set up in March 2007 under the Commission of Protection of Child Rights, CPCR Act in 2005. NCPCR Act emphasizes on the principles of universality and inviolability of child's right, and this recognizes the tone of urgency in all the child-related policies of the country. This act emphasizes on the protection of all the children of the age group up to 18 years. They give equal importance for all the children. These policies give more priority to the most vulnerable children in the society. Steps must be taken to prevent the childhood sexual abuse by parents and the institution. The responsibility lies on the parent as well as institution in which they are educated. Instruction must be given by the parents as well as teachers to the child. So what are these instructions? So here to these instructions. So you should not talk to any suspected person or strangers, and you must maintain distance with them. Don't go alone with the unknown person. Should not be alone even for a single minute with the unknown person. And you have to be careful while traveling alone in the public or the private transport. So don't go out alone in untime in public or private transport. Do not receive anything from the unknown persons like money, toys, gifts or chocolates, and you should immediately inform the parents about the same. So without their knowledge you cannot receive anything from the unknown person. And do not allow unknown or known person to touch you. These days the use of the drugs, alcohol and the tobacco has been increasing, especially among the teenagers and adolescent people, in the name of adventure, excitement, curiosity and experimentation. The physical and the mental dependency on alcohol, smoking and drug is called addiction. The person who does this, they are called as addict. And these substances have enough potential to pull the individual towards this dangerous, vicious habit, leading to regular abuse and dependency. And it produces many harmful effects in the individual, to their family and even to the society. This dangerous behavior must be prevented from the youth, especially through proper guidance. Drug abuse. Drugs are normally used for treating the diseases by the physician, and it will be withdrawn after the recovery of the disease. But if a person is habituated due to its prolonged use, then he is called as drug addict. This act is called drug addiction or drug abuse. The drugs that modifies the physical, biological, psychological and social behavior of a person by stimulating or depressing or disturbing the functions of the body and mind is called as addictive drugs. These addictive drugs will interact with the central nervous system and affect the individual physically and mentally. Now the types of drugs. There are certain drugs which are called as psychotropic drugs, and they will interfere with the functions of their brain and alter the behavior, consciousness, power of thinking and perception, and they are referred as mood altering drugs. When a person who consumes these drugs fully become dependent on them, and if they come to a condition like without that they cannot live, it is referred to as drug dependence. And it could be in two ways. That the first one is they become physically and mentally dependent on it, and secondly they psychologically become dependent on it, that is psychological dependence, and the first one was physical mental dependence. International Day Against the Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking is observed on June 26. Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act was introduced in 1985. What are the behavioral changes of the drug users? Normal behavioral changes are they drop their performance in their academic by making themselves absent from the school or college. They lack their interest in the personal hygiene. They isolate themselves. They will feel depressed, fatigue, and they sometimes show aggressive behavior. Their relationship with the family and the friends will get deteriorate. It will be diminished. It will be reduced. They will isolate themselves from them. There will be change in the food and the sleeping habits. Their body weight and the appetite will fluctuate. Sometimes they eat more, sometimes they don't eat at all. They always look out for an easy way to get the money to get drugs. And they are more prone to the infectious diseases like AIDS and hepatitis B. Drugs de-addiction. The way to get rid of this drug addiction is called drug de-addiction. The management of the de-addiction is not easy. It is a complicated and difficult task. The path of the recovery of the drug addict, it will be very long and it will be often slow. It will take time for them to come out of it. For this, the family members, friends and society, they have to play a very important role. They have to help them out to come out of their bad habit. The first phase in the treatment is called detoxification. In this, they will stop taking the drug gradually and slowly. During this, they show some withdrawal symptoms and they undergo severe physical and emotional disturbances. This must be taken care by specific medication, by consuming certain medicines. They can slowly withdraw their bad habit. Psychotherapy. The addicted individuals must be given proper counseling by the psychologist and counselors. They must be taught new ways to solve their everyday problem. They must be provided with adequate diet, rest and relaxation. Counseling must be given to their family members. Social workers will counsel the family members in order to change their attitude towards these people, to accept them as the family members, by which they can be accepted by the society also. Rehabilitation, their proper vocational training will be given to the person so that they can lead a healthy life and they can become a useful member to the society. Tobacco abuse. Tobacco is obtained from a plant called Nicotiana tabacum and Nicotiana rustica. The dried and the cured. Cured means they are treated with the bacteria to get its flavor. So the dried and the cured leaves of the young branches will make the commercial tobacco which is used worldwide. Addiction of the tobacco is caused due to the substance called nicotine, which is alkaloid present in it, and this nicotine acts as a stimulant and it is highly harmful also. It is used for smoking, chewing, inhaling the smoke from cigars, cigarette, BDs, pipes and hookah, which is called as smoking, and snuffing. Snuffing is mookupodi, which is powdered tobacco, and it is taken through the nose and it is called snuffing, which is also poisonous. What are the effects of tobacco? So benzopyrene and polycyclic hydrocarbons which are present in the tobacco are carcinogenic. Carcinogenic means they are cancer causing substances and they cause lung cancer. Tobacco causes inflammation of the throat and the bronchi, and this leads to a condition called bronchitis and pulmonary tuberculosis. Inflammation in the lung alveoli will cause the decrease in the surface area for the exchange of gases, and this condition is called as emphysema. When there is a decrease in the surface area for exchange of gases, the condition is called as emphysema, and it is caused due to the inflammation in the lungs alveoli. Carbon monoxide of the tobacco smoke will bind to the hemoglobin of RBC, and it will decrease the oxygen carrying capacity of our RBCs, and this condition causes hypoxia in the body tissues. And tobacco causes increased blood pressure. It will lead to increased risk of heart diseases. It causes duodenal and the gastric ulcer because it causes increased secretion of the gastric juice, which leads to the gastric and the duodenal ulcer. And tobacco chewing also causes oral cancer. Oral cancer is the cancer in the oral cavity or mouth. The harmful effects of alcohols to health. Consumption of alcohol is a social evil. The dependence of the person to alcohol is called alcoholism, and the addict is termed as alcoholic. Alcohol consumption will cause damage to the nerve cells, which leads to various mental and physical disturbances. It causes lack of coordination in the body organs. It causes blurred, reduced vision, and that will result in the road accidents by the people. It causes dilation of the blood vessel, which will affect the functioning of the heart. It causes liver damage, resulting in the fatty liver, leads to the liver cirrhosis and the formation of the fibrous tissue in the liver. It makes the person to lose their control, consciousness, and eventually it leads to the health complication and ultimately to death. Rehabilitation measures for alcoholics. They must be educated and given counsel to come out of their problems and stress, instead of taking up alcohol as their solution to their problems. Physical activity of the addicts, alcoholics, must be channelized to healthy activities like reading, music, sports, yoga and meditation. By diverting to these healthy habits, they can come out, they can forget, and they can come out of their bad habits. Seeking help from the parents and the peer group. The affected person can get the help and the guidance from their parents and peer groups, and they can help to share their feelings of anxiety, wrongdoing, and this will help them to get rid of the habit. Medical assistance. The individual should seek the help from the psychologist and psychiatrist to get relieved from this addiction and to lead a relaxed and peaceful life.